or when the market's doing this. Because in hindsight, and believe me, there's no way that you can filter out the price action here. So when we look at this price action, it seems obvious to us all the reasons why the market should have kept going up. But believe me, when the market's doing this, or when it's doing this sideways action, or this big down move here, it's perfectly logical to think, hey, this thing's really going down. So we've got to also watch out for that as the market starts moving. If we do get a down move, we've got to make sure that we're keeping track, we're monitoring what is going on in the internals, if you would, with the marketplace. So for that, we can monitor the volume. You can see here there haven't been any real radical spikes. The last real big volume area came in here. This is about the 10th through the 13th. And if we just put some lines up here, see if I can get these fairly exact, you can see where that high volume came in. It was as the market was moving up, but then also there was a lot of volume on the downside here. But remember, high volume on the downside, you can't just draw a conclusion from that. What you've got to say is, okay, if the market pushed through high volume on the downside and there was no follow through, then this level, for some reason, this area has got to be a place where people were buying. Okay, so we've got to remember this. When the market starts coming down, this area over here, this 340 to 280, is going to be some support because there were other buyers down there. You saw there's a volume spike over here as well. This happened on the downstroke here and here. Again, there wasn't any follow through. The market could not break back below this $2 level. So again, we've got to say that the majority of this ended up in net buying. So again, we can see that there were some there are some bars for comparison back in the beginning of July, but you can see that volume has just kind of dropped off. There was one more volume spike over here that preceded this little down move, but again, even though the volume stayed high, was there follow through? No. That means buying. Okay, this is how you monitor the market. This is what's going on in those advanced tactics videos. So we need to monitor what happens, monitor the follow through. So at this point, with volume dipping down, I am thinking short. Okay, so I'm thinking, yeah, the market might get going to the downside here, but we just can't get ahead of ourselves. We've got to watch and make sure that we see the follow through. Typically speaking, what you will see if the market is going to start to go down, if there's a reversal, you'll see that there is, instead of there being volume like over here on the down stroke, you'll see that the market will push up past these other highs, closing usually right on the high with huge volume. Okay, it'll be way up at the top. And then you'll see another smaller day. This is called an inside day. You'll see another smaller day with probably just slightly less or about the same volume. This combination right here is one of the surest ways that I've ever seen of catching a reversal. And that's really what I look for. In fact, over here, for a day trade, that's exactly what I did. I traded this short over here in the day because I saw there was such a huge spike in volume, and then the market could not follow through. So let's go down and look at this. Maybe get the pointer up and freeze the frame. Now you can see here's the big spike in volume. It came on the up bar, closed right near the high. Okay, here's the midpoint down here, right near the high, and then look at the next bars. No follow through whatsoever. Okay, and this is the 12 o'clock hour. So right as the London traders are going home, New York is in full control. There's a big spike in volume. If there were any buyers, I mean, believe me, if buyers were going to come in, the ideal time for them would have been when the London traders are going home, because they're not going to be there to muck around with their orders. No follow through. Look at this. 4, 8, 12, 16 hours. The market just goes completely sideways and then dumps off. In fact, if you go over here, whoops, let me get, there we go. Hit the wrong button. You can see here when the market pushes down, you can see the volume starts going up.